Hello everybody, so today we are doing a plat damba VOD, and this is on Brightmarsh, and something they said is that they feel like they would win this game if they ult more, and so we'll take a look at ults. I have no idea why my epic pen is big today, but I guess we're gonna roll with that. So start off looking at comps. You guys probably play, okay, so range, what was the initiative, and focus. Range is kind of even. I'd say that you guys have better poke than them. Initiative, I would also say that you guys have, just because Inara, Furia, Koa, like that's probably the most heal demanding tank line in the game combined with Furia. It's not great, so they're kind of going to have to go first, otherwise their tanks are probably going to get poked out. For focus, you guys can kind of do what you want, but like you're not going to realistically get onto a backline of Furia, EV, Drogue. Like you can get on the Furia, sure, but EV Drogue is just not something that you can really get on top of, and the Furia is going to be pretty protected anyways, so you guys are probably going back to front. So what that means for you is you're trying to keep your distance, you're trying to stay alive, and you're just trying to keep things alive during a poke fight. Important things is going to be the sort of EV Mave matchup, and they're going to be fighting each other all game, or they should be fighting each other all game, so if you can give your Mave more resources than the Furia can give her EV, then she's going to have an advantage there. That's going to take away a lot of their pushing power, because the EVs, they're going to be their main thing that's following up on whatever sort of aggression they have. Something else that I would try to do this game that sounds probably weird is never shoot half shell, assuming he goes half shell, just because there's nothing on the team that actually uses it. EV doesn't use it, Drogue doesn't use it, Furia can use it, but probably won't be. So that's just a little matchup thing. You are 5. Let's make sure you load in before we look at loadout, which has got some weirder cards in it. Okay. DR5 is good. Speed at 5 is like whatever. This is fine. This is fine. Your 1-pointers are weird to me. This is like, sure, if you want it, but you need Ritual Magic in here somewhere. Ritual Magic is 15 healing per second at level 1 when you are healing someone. And it's not very much, but what it does is it lets you like take poke and still output things in a fight. Like if you take poke here, you're gonna have to guard yourself to heal up, or you're gonna have to out of combat. Both of which take away from your ability to like do damage, right? If you're out of combating, you're not shooting, you're not guarding, and if you're guarding yourself, then you're not guarding, right? So having Ritual Magic just lets you always keep up shooting and guarding. And obviously sometimes you have to guard yourself, that's fine, but yeah. I personally prefer move speed after Sliver over Liminal Passage, but that's like up to you. This is perfectly fine. I have this at 4 and this at 4, but like that's personal preference at that point. And you start Chronos. Yep. Alright, so your rollout's probably just going to be like wherever your team goes. So you probably want to be set up like Tree, which is on the left, but that's not necessarily up to you. Early dismount. I know it's Brightmarsh. You're probably going to end up here anyways, but like, I still don't like to see it. Does that stun actually hit anything? Okay, not quite. Bariks on a bit of an adventure. Your Mave is in the backline, by the way, which I would maybe want to pay attention to.
They got the mass frag.
What talents, by the way? Combi, half shell. Not cripple, street justice, and hurl. Okay, so your Drogue or your Dredge can't contest the Drogue. That's something to look for. Your Mave is 1 HP, by the way. Alright, so just something about the Inara Barik matchup, by the way. Here. Let's talk about matchups. So, because this is relevant to you. So Inara sucks right now. So maybe she doesn't want to do this, but when Inara was good at the very least, this is like how the matchup worked, right? Inara would go in early. Inara would place down her field, and she would pop her like big. She'd pop DR, right? And she would walk forward, and the barracks like, fuck, I can't really contest that. And he would set up like maybe here, and he'd like set up his little turrets. So he'd kind of do this kind of motions. He'd set up his turrets, maybe he'd shield, and then like he would poke, right? And over time, Barik wins this trade. Like Inara wins with cooldowns, and Barik wins in neutral with no cooldowns, no alt sort of thing, right? So what that means is that Inara is going to come in, she's going to bully the fuck out of your Barik because she can do that. Her cooldowns are broken, right? And she's going to take a lot of damage. So the Furia is going to be looking at this Inara very, very early, right? Her first heal is going to go on the Inara. Her second heal is probably going to go on the Inara. You don't really have to worry about your Barik. Your Barik is going to do like this kind of motion. You can give him a heal if you want. You can give him a gourd, but it doesn't really matter. You don't want to focus on point super hard because Inara is going to have these things available. When Barik comes back though, after he's done this sort of motion, right? He's got his turret set up. He's poked out. Let's say Warder's got like DR's gone, field is gone. Inara might throw up wall. Cool, Barik can like walk in a little bit. And now at this point, maybe he's got like another turret set up. Maybe wall goes down. Maybe Barik puts up shield. And then the Inara is going to be like, I have no cooldowns. Now I have to get out. Right? And Inara's going to leave. Or she's just going to get like hard pocketed through it until she gets her DR up again. She's going to pop her DR. She can pop her field. And the Barik's going to be like, fuck, I don't have strong enough cooldowns to beat this. I'm going to leave. Or he's going to be like, I'm going to like off angle and just be a cheeky little rat or something, right? The point is, your Barik does not need many resources this game. He's not trying to like hard contest this Inara on point because he can't, right? He's going to sit back here, he's going to poke, he's going to wear down this Inara, right? That's kind of what he's doing. So you don't need to really worry about him. What you need to worry about is like these guys, right? This Barik, he's fine. He's vibing. He's chill, right? If he's inting his brains out, yeah, you can pocket him. But like in the Barik Inara matchup, and just Barik as a tank in general, does not need many resources. He doesn't take resources very well. Like if you hard pocket this Barik, the Inara still kind of bullies him. So just focus on other things, basically. Like your next heal here should be Khan. Like your Barik is low. Your Barik is he's doing stuff, but like Inara DR is about to end. Like your Barik's going to be forcing this Inara out very soon. So basically that's good. Like that heal could have gone on Dredge. And then your next heal goes on Barik. You could also be pushing up with your Khan, but Inara has no CDs, she gets screwed over, right? Because she didn't leave and she's a bad character right now. And now, like, this is how it works. So what you could have done, like, no, like your Barik doesn't like need your help to do that, though, is what I'm saying. You like it gets worse for you. Like if you actually want to like win objective, you hard pocket your offline. And that sounds really weird, but it's like your Khan will do more with those resources. Pocketing a Khan lets him just like walk at the other team's off tank and do a lot of damage. And like this Furia is gonna have a ton of healing at the end of the game, I guarantee it. But it's gonna be like not good healing, you know. You could also take point here, yeah. So it's like I feel like your priority was good there. Like I genuinely hard pocket this Khan, hard pocket this Mave. Keep the Dredge alive, but like he has Turbo Sustain, right? Like what's his build? Hold up, how do I spectate? Yeah, it's heal for like 240 on Harpoon and heal for 200 HPS on TP. So like he's fine. Like your Khan can just do a lot with the resources. Like I'd leave point and just go pocket Khan. You are at risk of getting walled off. Big show. Ritual Magic lets you just vibe right now. Sliver that shot. Yep. I mean, you have 5 people alive. They have 2 people alive. This is not necessary. Okay, so like overall, you played that kind of okay. Like you know, you sat back, you healed. It's just like your priority was off. That heal should go on Khan. This heal should go on con. This heal should go on con. Like genuinely, just like keep this man alive. Like why are you over here, right? Like you enable whoever you're with, right? You don't do anything by yourself. You are the +1. You want to be enabling this Barik who's by himself and pushing who cares, or you want to be like enabling this Khan who's like pushing offline, right? You want to be enabling the Khan. He just does more with your resources. Like your Mave dies. If you're not there, the Mave probably doesn't die. Does the EV have space to do that? Maybe not. Sliver inside. Yep. Don't hide up here. Hide up here. Jump up top. Makes it really awkward for them. Oh, he's reloading. Go. Go for it. Maybe if you walk forward, you sliver a shot, you get closer. I don't know. That was kind of scuffed from the start. Also, if you didn't waste ult and you push right side of your con, there's like an Eevee, a Drogue, and a Koa there. Like you just said ult, and like they all die because it's early game. They have no resil yet, right? So. That's kind of tragic. You can sliver forward, yeah. Big. Epic Pen is covering your ult charge. I want to see. Where's my cursor? There we go. Lucky. Honestly, wasn't paying attention. I was looking at Epic Pen. Like now, like okay, like this is what Ritual Magic does. Like you could probably just like out of combat here, or you could gourd yourself, or you could have like gourded mid. Kill the con, please. Thank you. Your Mave is... no? Someone was in there. You have fear. You could spend if you want. Like this situation, like your Ritual Magic is just gonna get you to full over the course of the fight, you know? Audio cues.
15 seconds. 10. 9.
Your team is kind of just shoving it down mid, so like all you can really do is what you're doing. I would like you're not really doing any damage, which is weird. Like you're kind of like I know that you're like panicked Drogue ult's behind. Like there's no reason for you to like panic. Like if he goes for you, you sliver, right? But until then, you're just like sitting back and you're putting out value. Now here's where you might want to block up Barik, just because going for touch and overtime is like super dangerous. But you know. What's the way to relieve pressure off of a Barik having the solo touch is pocketing your offlane, or not pocketing your offlane, but like helping your offlane like do something. So I have to look at your offlane. Why are you over here? Who's over here? Unlucky. Like you know, if you're just in mid, you just shoot this in our heal your like you literally just like follow team, hit right click, hit left click, and like you know, your Mave kind of turbo fed. Maybe if you're with your team, you can get a heal on that. Maybe I don't know. Like, why are you back here? Okay, good job. Like, unironically, like, follow the important people on your team. Left click, right click, and Q on cooldown. Why are you back here? You can't see shit. Go! On delay. Look at this Koa. His shield's running out. Your con is in his face. He has no resil. Please, get a kill, you know? Like, if you ult that, that's a kill. That's a kill in their off tank. That's a full HP con that you can pocket into their backline, into the Furia who's on low ground. Best case scenario, like, you kill their Koa and kill their Furia, and, like, worst case scenario, you kill their Koa and force Furia ult. Like, but instead we're just gonna sit back here, right? Fucking go! But instead, like, they're gonna go first. They're gonna get to do things first. Like, look, your con is literally trying to push, right? Like, this is hard. This is a hard push, man. This is difficult for him. Like, he's one con. He's got 4 people looking at him. The Mave's here, but like, shit, it'd be really nice if there was a fear like right here hitting 4 people, so they couldn't move for 2 seconds after a half shell goes down. Or we can sliver into walls, I guess. I don't know. Okay, that's unfortunate, right? That's not on you. You might win this fight still, because like they're not in a great spot, and their Nara just died. That is on your Barik, right? That is his fault. But like you could have played better and said, I don't care that my Barik is bad and is gonna C9 this fight because they're dead and I helped kill them, right? Next, you could do like Haven. You could do Morale if you wanted. You've only ulted once, and that's kind of not great. You want it like twice per round, man. Just throw it out. Nimble, sure. Really dismount again. What if they 5-man mount docks? Like they won't, right? But like what if they do? Then you're dead. But if you're on mount, you know. Your brick just domes that, yeah. Oh, that's okay. So okay. I know what you were going for. I don't know. That's not the worst play if you're trying to keep your Barik alive. Realistically, he should have just domed the Inara ult, and then he's never in any danger ever. You just throw a Gore to right click on him. You follow your con. You fear backline who's by themselves because their tanks are stacking. Like, do you see like how do I spectate? That's not. You see this? Imagine if like this Barik is healthier because he's domed the Inara ult. You throw a Gord and a right click on him, so he's like this amount of HP. Your con, I don't know what the fuck your con's doing. You know what he's doing actually? He's looking for con ult instead of realizing that like, hey, an offlane into the backline is also get 3 kills. So if you just like, if this man is walking forward, your Barik's domed earlier, and you're actually pushing with your con, this is 2 kills, right? You probably just heal your. Oh, never mind. I saw Barik's shield HP, and I thought that was Barik's HP. He's fine. Like, what are you? I can't see shit. What the fuck's going on? Yeah, you're gonna have to gourd yourself. Oh, you're gonna have to sliver. The Eevee should have just stayed in and shot you, and you would be dead. But instead, she blinked out because Eevee blink out with Wormhole. Pushing that is scary. You should be dead, and that's. I don't know. As soon as you see that Eevee, you're kind of just backing up. Like re-pushing that is spicy, right? It's a spicy play, but like, if you hit it, maybe. If you hit it, she gets forced out. If you miss, you should die. So it's kind of like, actually, that's probably not worth. Like, it's ballsy, right? If you need to like hard carry, then you can. Hey, look at what your team's about to do. Okay, Combi Drogue kind of scuffs it a little bit. But, like, push right side. You could throw a heal on your Maeve. Maybe she can keep pushing this Furia. Like, your burning point, that's great, right? And that's kind of like win conditions, right? That's kind of what we talked about. However, win conditions go out the window when the other team starts playing bad. Like, I don't give a shit about win conditions if I can just do this thing and kill them. You know? If I can just walk into their backline and kill them, I'm going to do that. I don't care what our comps are.
Alright, overtime, now or never, boys.
Look at your con is like farming. Push. Go, go, go. Don't really. Just like spam into Drogal. Sure, you kind of feared him. First of all, okay, if you had 99, this would have been like not great because they probably have OT. Holy eerie presence. Good stun. I don't know why you're on point though. Why are you on point? Like, it's 99.99. Okay, that's get away from Eevee. It's 99.99. That's great. Who cares? Like, you can literally just like here, just like follow your team, sit back. Like, okay, unironically, just like follow your team, left click, right click. You know. If you want to play like more over here, sure, go for it. But you're probably just gonna be burning point. Sit back here, left click, right click. Gourd every once in a while, because now you're in danger. This is dangerous. Maybe you get walled off, right? If she walls you off, you die. And that's how they win this fight, man. That's how they win this fight. They get to pick on you, and then all of a sudden, like, that's winnable. And these like super messy fights, like you have to stay alive at all costs. Because you dying is the way that they win.
Oh, brothers. Escort our fair lady whilst I frag.
I hate cons giving up all the map control in the world to look for con ult. It's like, no, just be valuable. Do good things. Be in the off lane. But the Ko is stacking points, so it doesn't get punished. What is your con doing? Your con is inting. Go help him. Like, this Drogue just dies if you're there. This Drogue is just dead. He should still be dead. Your con unironically should just kill him. But, like, you know? He has more HP, so this ranked player probably goes for it, right? What is your team gonna do? Team's pushing right. Alright, go. Follow your con. Left click, right click. Team's kind of shoving it down. Like, why are you reloading here? You know, just left click, right click. Do shit. Like, how much damage have you done? You've done like no damage. Why are you not shooting? Why are you reloading here? Shoot the Inara. Do damage. Let's say that you do stun the Inara. Like, who cares? Nice. Like, you haven't died. That's great. Good job. But you can do more than this and also still be alive. Like, big streaks like this, just... I'm not gonna say they shouldn't happen. But... it's rare in a game that's close. Nice. Nice from the Maeve. Like, you're so far back, fucking do something. Your con is pushing, and you're slivering. You're like, I must sliver towards this dredge portal near the mid fight while my team is pushing the. What the fuck are you doing? Go. Like, what? You have ult again. Does Ko have resil yet? You know why they don't have resil yet? It's because you haven't ulted them. Like, damba ult into no resil should be free wins every single time that you have it. Every single time. Like, they should have resil. You should be forcing them to buy resil. If they don't feel like they have to buy resil for you, you are not doing your job. Like, what is your team doing? Your con is like, not granted. Like, your tanks aren't exactly perfect, right? Your tanks are pushing weird angles. They're taking weird fights. Doesn't mean you can't help them. Okay, that's fair. Oh, maybe we don't push. Lol, just kidding. Are we getting punished for playing in Narnia by ourselves? No? Koa's bad? Alright. Something you could have done there. You were walking towards this corner. Koa, if he has a brain, is going to predict your walking, and he's going to shoot like where you're going to be. So what you do is you go whoop, and then you walk forward. So, juking. You could ult this if you want to protect your KDA, but you don't. So.
15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Like, you need to go. Your barracks gonna. I mean, you probably lose this, but like. Oh, we decided to shoot for a little bit. That's kind of crazy. Resil?
Capture point spawns in 15
Sure.
seconds.
I mean, I don't know. I guess. I feel like you can just sliver their CC, but that's up to you. If you're trying to live, I feel like it's saving that.
4,
You should be getting morale boost because they have no resil, but
1.
alright, let's follow the con around this mid fight. Because you're gonna go tree, you're gonna dismount me. Oh, your con's gonna AFK. Alright. Well, that works. You need to burn that. Or you need to help burn that. Please turn your audio on, sir. You're being co-ulted. Okay, your team feels. That's just okay. Sure. You stayed alive, I guess. I don't know, you're staying alive and you're outputting stuff, so hey. Something's on your left. big gourd kill. You ult this. Oh, Eevee's there too. Run for it.
Enemy dove, look
I mean, you
out.
probably just like don't sliver into his LOS so you don't get hooked. You sliver left, or you sliver back, or you fear him right away.
Flash that payload time. Quit whining and get on the
Bind
payload.
Master Rite, like, okay, I know what you're thinking, Bind Master Rite, and you're like, oh my god, close mid fight, I gotta get back faster or something, or my con is Master Rite. It's just not worth it most of the time. Like, I know what you're thinking, but Bind Master Riting to get back fast, like, is not worth it. Not now. It kind of like scuffs your items. Like now you effectively only have resil free to buy the rest of the game. Okay, so let's say you're following your con. Let's say, okay, cool, we're just gonna chill here. My con's going left. All right, let's go. Let's follow him. Fury ult, don't care. This Koa has no resil. Fear, bang, dead Koa. Do you see how, like, you playing with your team, literally just following your team and using your abilities at them? Free kills. Like, he dies anyways. He dies anyways because he walked in and died, right? That's great. But, like, you know, what if he wasn't stupid and didn't walk into 3 people by himself? Or what if this Inara decides to, like, try to push you? Or what if this Eevee decides to push you? Because there's not just the offensive bit of following your team, there's the defensive bit too. It's that now you're complete by yourself. You know? This Eevee just walks at you. They use Fury Ult, right? If you don't have a heal on anyone, does she 2-tap you? I don't think she 2-taps you, but like, you know? Scary. I don't know what you're trying to do with this, honestly, I'm not sure. Whatever your thinking was there, it was probably bad. I mean, like this, it's damba stuff is like, it's gotta be confirmable. Like make sure it has follow up, and then like it's either to get a kill or to save someone. If they have no resil, it's to get a kill. Because if you're trying to save someone, you can also kill the person that's trying to dive them if they have no resil. But it's to get a kill. Late game, it can be to save someone or to like break a shield or whatever, but like you don't have to worry about that because they don't have resil. So kills every time. If your non-bolt is not a kill with no resil, then it's not a very good non-bolt.
Okay, real talk. Time to stop that
Alright,
guy.
round 2. Let's follow our con here. Con's going right. Left click this, maybe throw a gourd over there. Oh, Con's backing up. Alright, well, he's a fucking pussy. Let's say we keep going. Let's say Con keeps going. Hi, Furia. Hi, other team support. Hi, how much damage do we have between the two of you? 1600? She dies in 2 seconds. Maybe she dashes. You probably still get that kill. If you have Fear, you definitely kill her. And now your Barrick's dead because they Eevee ulted her, but their support is dead because you walked. You know?
You can die when I don't need you.
Talk it. Yep. Dread just fine with fire. Ritual magic comes in value here. You're just not outputting much, man. Like just shoot. You kind of need to be shooting here. Why? Like don't reload. Just shoot. Spam. There's no reason to be reloading. Like you reload if shooting is less value, right? Like that's why you reload. If you can't see anything, then you start to reload, right? If you can see them and like they're on your screen, which they should be on your screen because you're playing with your team, then just shoot, right? Because like the value of stuns is that you can shoot them and they can't shoot you back, right? But like it takes you 2 seconds to stun them for 1 second, right? Damba shoots every 0.55 seconds. That's just like SSS. Hold up. 5 seconds, right? So with no resil, if you spend 2 seconds, set up the stun, hit the stun, you could have shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Which is... how much damage is that? It's 2400 damage. So... just shoot them, right? Because the amount of damage that you do within this stun is 800. So we are comparing 2400 damage. We're just gonna draw like everywhere. 800 damage versus 2400 damage. With no resil. If they have less resil, this number goes down. Right? So it's great to go for stuns. Stuns are really good. But they're only valuable if you wipe out all this. Right? If you don't see them, you can't shoot them, and then you hit the stun when you can both see each other, then you get free damage, and they get no damage. Right? Or if your team can follow up, and this number goes up because team. Right? You know, like if you stun someone out in the open, your team just like kills them, right? Then that's probably gonna be more than this number. But most of the time, by default, you should just be shooting. You can't see anyone here, that's fine, but like you should also be forward. You should really realize that their entire team is in Narnia. You should be here, and you should just be shooting, right? Because that's more valuable. But instead, we're back here and we're reloading, and we're not providing any damage. The Inara dies earlier, which means maybe your Barik walk forward, maybe the Furia dies earlier. But like maybe you can walk forward even more, maybe the Stroke gets forced out, I don't know, dude. But like, maybe it doesn't super matter in that situation because you won the team fight anyways. But like, just being more forward and shooting instead of reloading is gonna get you more ult charge, it's gonna do more, right? Like it's gonna do more numbers. Resil check. Nothing except for Drogue, which is, I mean, you could ult the Drogue, I guess. It's a squishy and he only has Resil too, but you know. Also, you see how like there's nothing really for you to ult, right? Like what are you gonna ult here? Right? And to that I say, well that's you have nothing to ult because you can't see them. Like walk forward, you bozo. What are they gonna shoot you with? Drogue? They have no hit scans. Like you literally walk it down. You could literally stand on here and be safe. Right? Maybe you have to like juke around Drogue shots or whatever. Who cares, right? But like there's nothing threatening you right now. Fucking go. Like, what you'd be looking for is to, like, track Koa half shell and Inara cooldowns, and then ult when those go down. You can't track those if you can't see them. Like, I have Spectator. I know that Koa half shell is, like, this health bar right here, and it's about to go down, so you probably have a good ult in, like, 2 seconds. You don't know that. I can't even tell what, like, the Inara has. Like, she's probably used some cooldown. There's DR. So, like, both of their important cooldowns, half shell is down, right? About to come back up. And Inara's DR is about to run out. Inara's DR is about to run out. So, like, you have ult opportunities. Just fucking go. You can't see them, though, because you're back here. If you're forward, if you're with your con, and you can literally, like, ult through the window, hit here, hit 4 fucking people. Oh my god, you just did 800 damage. I'm gonna reload now. Then I'm gonna heal, and I'm gonna output no damage. Ever. So, okay. So you said that, like, you win this game if you ult more, and, like, you're maybe right, I don't know. But I guarantee that your ults are better and you build them quicker if you're with your team, right? Like you just do more.
Chapter point spawns in 15 seconds.
Let's see, you kind of have to buy Master Riding too now, and it's like, well, that's awkward. I'd rather have like Haven or Vet or something. Resil check. Free win. You should probably check on what your con's doing over there. There's a Koa back there. Alright, weird fight. You're just gonna try to live. You might want to keep an eye on your Barik, because he's like, there's 4 people back here. There's one of him up there. Like, he's probably getting freebie-owned right now, right? Now he can dome this, and that's like a really good play. But like, if you can like just peek over here, show him a right click, that helps a lot. Cool. Hey, holy shit! We got an EV. We got a damba ult with follow up, and it's a free kill. Who would have funked it? Dude, like, do that! You just killed someone. As a support, you know. And your Barik lives. Oh my god, this is so good. Now you are kind of in danger because someone's on the left. I think it's the Koa. And you are playing by yourself again. So that means if if he peeks around the corner, he hits the shot, like he hits the hook, sorry, then like you may be in danger. You may be in danger. So again, benefits of playing with your team. And I'm not saying just like hold their hand. I'm not saying like piggy ride the con. Like just, you know, be near them. And you're shooting and you help kill the Inara faster. That's crazy. I would literally sliver forward here. Like you just heard hook. Your con is pushing. You have a heal up. Your team is there. Fucking go. Probably kill the Koa. Your judge is there.
Alright, they're getting hot, they're getting hot.
If you start with your con in the first place, you also get a heal on him first. Also, if you don't have to buy Master Riding, you might have morale boost and you might have an ult by the end of this mid. Your con goes for touch super early. Please give him pockets. Nice. Stroke on your left. Big stun. I'd rather you just have shot her though. It would have done more damage. Like, just kill her, please. Just shoot them. Just shoot them. It's more damage. Just shoot them. If you literally have, if you have been shooting this entire time, this Inara might be dead. That might be enough damage off your Barik for him to live. And I know, like, you're oh my god, okay. You had overtime, you'd probably just pocket your con. Also, if you don't buy Master Riding, you buy morale. You have enough credits if you don't go into resil. If you're not forced to buy into resil free, you have morale free at this point. You have an ult. You ult the Drogue, Furia, and the Inara on point. You maybe hit the EV. You definitely keep your Barik alive. You hit your con alive. If you just shoot, this Inara is probably dead. If you follow your team better, this con has probably lived on the first fight anyways. So ulting more is like, yeah, that's reasonable, right? That's a reasonable way to look at it. But if you do an ult more, then you buy morale boost, first of all. And like, unironically, follow team, and then like, hit buttons. Your buttons include left mouse button, right mouse button, Q, and E. R rarely. Right? This is the stupidest things I could say, right? This probably sounds like this is like, no way, you want to support the player of their team and use their abilities? That's crazy. But like, unironically, you didn't do that, right? Like, you sat back, like, and talked to the walls, right? Don't sit back. Fucking go. You have 20% DR. Like, damba is bullshit, right? Like, for DPS, this character is nonsense. Like, a character who has like just free 20% DR. Like, what the fuck is this card? You know, what is this? He can heal himself for like 300 HPS plus whatever you get from ritual magic. Plus, he can solo ult you whenever he wants. Like, this character survives so much. You can be with your team. You can be hitting those buttons. You can do so much. I promise. Just give it a go. And also, if you want to know like what examples look like, unironically, just like watch someone play damba at a high level. Whether that's me, whether that's like Bones, whether that's, I don't know, I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head who streams and plays a good damba. But like, I don't know when the last time PJ streamed was. But just like watch someone play damba and like, especially just like in comps where you can really tell like when people are going in, like Ash Ruckus sort of stuff. It's like the dambas will be in there. So follow team, hit buttons is a really weird thing to say, but I think it'll help you a lot. So yeah, remember that you can get your own VOD down below in the YouTube comments or by redeeming it on Twitch or in the Discord. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.